Hi guys, welcome back. How's it going? So this video is brought to you by cold and flu season because everybody's sick. My kids are sick. I'm not that sick. I'm a little bit congested, but I'm not that sick, and I am praying that I do not get sick. Anyways, so this video, my kids got sick like about a week and a half ago, and I was like, I should probably make a video because the first thing when I do, like when my kids get sick, I usually go on Google or Pinterest or whatever, and I look up like natural remedies or tips and tricks or something like that can help my kids while they're going through this like really uncomfortable time, and it can help me too. So basically what I did is I wrote down a whole list of things that I usually do or things that I kind of need to remember when my kids are sick, and I decided that I am going to make it all into a video for you guys so you guys can kind of see and maybe, you know, help each other out a little bit, because everybody's kids get sick, they get a cold, and these are the things that help me when my kids are sick. But just a little disclaimer here, I am not a doctor, so you know, use your best judgment if your kids are sick, if you need to take them to the doctor. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my tips and tricks or things to remember when your kids have a cold or maybe flu. Okay, number one, I like to have Kleenex all over the house. Make sure it's in every single corner so that when your kids do get that nasty runny nose, which my daughter Aria currently, she is like, her nose is running like a faucet, so I'm constantly running around grabbing tissues and wiping her nose. Anyways, yeah, make sure you have Kleenex everywhere. I always get my Kleenex with the lotion that's in there so it's not so hard on the nose and it doesn't leave their little nostrils all like red and raw. Number two, make sure that you keep your kids well hydrated. One time when Theron was like a lot younger and he got sick, I pushed so much fluids on him. His diaper was full every like hour to 2 hours. It was like huge. He was drinking so much fluids that he kicked his cold within like 2 or 3 days. So a nice thing that I like to do is I will actually leave sippy cups all around the house of water, so whenever my kids see them, they automatically go for a drink, and then that way they keep well hydrated. And number three, I do not like to give my kids any cough suppressants when they are sick, when they have a cough, because when they are coughing, they need to get that nasty mucus out of their lungs, and if you give them a cough suppressant, obviously they're not going to cough, and that gunk is just gonna stay in there. Number four, so I found these throat soothing lollipops at Target, and they are so nice because they have like honey or something like that in them, and my kids love them. And whenever it seems like Theron's throat might be hurting him or something like that, I give him a lollipop, or just whenever he's sick. And I mean, I like to think that it makes him feel better. Number five, sanitizer. I always keep sanitizer in the corner of my house or somewhere around my house, and sanitize often to keep those nasty germs away. Number six, make sure you disinfect everything. My favorite disinfectant I use is the one from 7th Generation. I just literally spray it on everything, on my kids' toys, on my bed, on my couch, light switches, door handles, anything that my kids could possibly touch, I spray it down. Okay, number seven, so this is something that came from my pediatrician, or my kid's pediatrician, but try not to give your kids a bath, or just don't give your kids a bath when they have a fever, because you don't want to get their body temperature even higher up. Number eight, one of the best things for a cold is chicken soup for literally everybody, adults and kids. So when my kids are sick, I make them a nice batch of chicken soup. Not even just chicken soup, just any soup in general. But yeah, when you get sick, the easiest thing to do is make a nice pot of soup, and then you don't have to cook for a while, and it makes everybody feel better. And number nine, I have done this quite often when Theron was a kid. I haven't done it for Aria yet, but I really should. So when your kids get a little bit congested, like towards, you know, when it's closer to their bedtime, I like to take my kid and I'll just turn the shower on really hot, and I'll just sit on the edge of the tub with them and let them breathe in that steam just to open up their sinuses a little bit and help them breathe better at night. And number 10, and I can't stress this enough, please guys, please don't take your kids out in public when they are sick. I feel like a Target run is fine, but the one thing you want to avoid is like a playground for kids where they all get together and they all play and they all mix each other's germs, you know? So last weekend we went to church, and some mom brought her kid in who literally looked like he was about to cough up a lung. His cough was wet, and it was like the seal kind of cough, you know, the seal barking cough. Anyways, the next morning my kids woke up with the same exact cough. So yeah, if you want to go out to a restaurant or something like that, that's totally fine. Just kind of be kind and stay away from other people, and especially don't bring your kids into kids' rooms, playrooms, you know, anywhere where they're like playing with other kids, unless the other people give you consent that you can get their kids sick. Number 11, elderberry syrup. I like to give my kids like a teaspoon a day or so whenever they have a cold. It just helps boost their immune system up a little bit. I don't like to give too much medication. If they do have a fever, I do give them Tylenol if they look like they're really uncomfortable. But other than that, I really like this elderberry syrup. I feel like it helps them a lot. And I found mine at Target, but you can also get it at Costco or probably Walmart or something like that. Number 12, Vapor Rub. So there's a whole bunch of different types of chest rubs out there. Make sure you get one that's kid friendly. It's really nice to put it on their chest, their back, their feet, especially at night. I feel like that helps them breathe better and heals them up a lot faster. So number 13, if my kids are particularly congested that day or towards the evening or towards their nap time, I'll actually put another pillow underneath the mattress and I will elevate their heads so that their mucus is not getting like built up back here, and that it could just like run down or whatever, and they can breathe better at night. I found that this actually really helps. And when Theron was younger, when he was just like a little baby and he got a cold, a lot of times I would actually sleep sitting up with him in my arms like this. I'll sleep in the rocking chair and he'd fall asleep like that, and he'd sleep throughout the entire night as long as he was like sitting upright. Number 14, the good old bulb syringe. I don't know where mine is. Aria lost it somewhere, but I gotta go get a new one. It's just a little thing that sucks the mucus out. I heard the snot sucker, the Baby Frida, something like that. I heard that those are really good. I haven't personally tried it myself, but anything to get the mucus out would be great. You could just let it all run out by itself, but when it gets closer to nighttime, you want to get some of that stuff out so that it's easier for them to fall asleep. Number 15, I got myself a nice humidifier. I think I've went through already like 5 of them or something like that, and then I invested into this pretty good one here from Bed Bath & Beyond. I think it's called the Bone Co or something like that. I don't know how much more I could say about that. Just get the humidifier running whenever they're sleeping or even throughout the day if they're like super congested. Number 16, rest is so very important for a healing body. Whenever your kids are sick, there's nothing better you can do than let them get the rest. From what I heard, the body does its best healing when it is resting. So I try not to let my kids skip their naps when they are sick. Number 17, make sure you give your babies plenty of love, plenty of cuddles. I like to sit with my babies, get under a blanket. They love sitting under a blanket, and I'll just read storybooks to them. They just love that. And I mean, there's literally nothing better for a sick baby than a mother's love. And number 18, this is the final one, and I cannot stress this enough. Moms need their alone time too. I might not be sick, but I get extremely exhausted when my kids are cranky and they're whiny. So whoever's the person that like stays at home with the kids or spends the majority of the time with the kids when they are sick, remember to give them a break too, because I can guarantee you that they are like 100 times more tired when their kids are sick. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those are my little tips and tricks. I know that I will be going back on this video whenever my kids are sick. I'll be rewatching it. I hope that it helps you guys out too. Maybe share this video with someone that you know, and then don't forget to give me a like, and then I highly doubt that my comments are turned on. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me or direct message me on Instagram. I do not have Facebook. And yeah, come back for another video. Bye guys, and stay well.